Moving on to something else I'm a bit furious about. Carrie, you got to interview Hugh Grant today.
I did.
Yeah?
It was great.
I'm still jealous.
Check it out.
Yeah.
When thinking of a romantic comedy lead actor, it's hard not to conjure up Hugh Grant. Both Four Weddings and a Funeral and Notting Hill alone made over $600 million worldwide. But Hugh's had a very long and very public career. Both he and then girlfriend Liz Hurley became tabloid favourites during their 13-year relationship, before the infamous Divine Brown incident in 1995, which only served to increase Hugh's star power. Always critical of the tabloids' intrusion into celebrity life,
I wasn't aware I traded on my good name. I mean, I've never had a good name. And it's made absolutely no difference at all. I'm the man who was arrested with a prostitute and the film still made tons of money.
When the News of the World phone hacking scandal broke last year, Hugh was a very vocal supporter of journalists being held to account.
Look how well broadcasting is regulated. Look how well advertising is regulated. Why do we have no regulation at all that's effective for tabloid press?
In the country promoting his new animated film, The Pirates, Band of Misfits, I sat down with Hugh to talk pirates, the Paps and becoming a parent. How do you get into character? Did you have certain tricks to kind of get yourself in the groove?
Yeah, it's part of the problem is that you do these sessions months apart, and so because you do 10 pages and then they go and animate that, then you come back 3 months later or 6 months later and do a bit more, and it's difficult to remember how you did it before. But my trigger was always the beard. I'd look at the little model and look at his beard and his bulgy eyes, and that was Pirate Captain.
I was reading that you every now and then just stroked the imaginary one just to get the...
Yes, I stroked Or I stroked the director's beard. I found that useful.
It was late last year the world found out Hugh had become a dad for the first time to daughter Tabitha.
It's really nice. I think it's... I didn't really realise before we're sort of on this planet to breed. It feels like an achievement, which is ridiculous, because it really wasn't very difficult.
At 32, disenchanted with his film career, Hugh nearly chucked it in before making rom-com classic Four Weddings and a Funeral.
I was pretty sick of it at that point, and as I came out of the audition for Four Weddings, I remember saying, I'm just not going to do this again, it's too ghastly.
Really?
And then, yes, got the part, did the film, and even when we made the film, I sat there with the director and the writer watching a rough cut, and we all thought, oh, this doesn't work at all, it's an embarrassing disaster. And then people loved it.
Do you see a time when you won't do rom-coms anymore?
Oh, I think that time has already arrived. I mean, I don't do very much acting now anyway, and I'm probably, too long in the tooth for rom-com anyway. I never even liked the genre very much. I only ended up in them because the only thing I can vaguely do is light comedy, and they tend to be romantic.
It was 12 months ago Hugh revealed he'd recorded a conversation with a former journo from News of the World, who admitted journalists were ordered to engage in illegal phone tappings by newspaper editors with the full knowledge of senior British politicians.
I'm very much on it. There's this huge public inquiry going on in Britain, and me and my campaigner friends are sort of policing it and trying to make sure it goes in the right direction. But unfortunately, the police had been corrupted, and governments were looking the other way because they were so scared of these people. So as long as you can free up the police again and give the politicians back their balls, then you're fine.
That was great, but he reckons he's too old for a rom-com. Rubbish.
Oh.
I mean, girls, would you still...
No, I'd agree.
Sorry,
Yeah, absolutely.
You wouldn't know...
Didn't you see him? I mean, I'm nothing dissing him, but, look at him when he was in Notting Hill and Four Weddings. Sorry.
You couldn't...
He's not going to see 33 again.
I know, that, but you can't just... Really, Jack Nicholson did one when he was 70, didn't he?
He was a 20-year-old.
I should get the plug away. The Pirates, Band of Misfits opens in cinemas Thursday. There, we've done it, got the interview, did the plug. Time for a break. Back in a tick.